All right. And we are live on Twitch and D Live. And in a few moments here, we'll be live on YouTube and Discord. All right, now we should be live on Discord as well. And we're live on YouTube too. Cool. And while we're waiting on people to show up, I'll go ahead and, here we go, take care of something else. All right, cool. We got a few people in here. Hello, Goji Bun. Hello, Avon. Hello, Yuki the Autistic Potato. All right, awesome. Now that we got some people going in, I'll go ahead and start the show here. So, as y'all can tell by the name here, this is going to be a stream where we talk a little bit about how to start playing Everquest 2. You can see this window here. I opened a brand new account, which you can open completely free, and I'll show you how to do that here in a minute. We're actually going to start opening up another one, and I'll walk you guys through the entire process, and then we're going to build a character. And I'm thinking we're going to build a character off of one of the meta series characters or just one of the DDLC characters, you know, just for fun. And once we get, okay, yeah, cool. We got a few more people coming in. Nice. All right. So let me go ahead and switch to another window here for 1 second. Here we go. So what you're seeing right now, folks, is the homepage for Everquest 2. You're only ever going to have to visit this website once. It's, you can see it, https://www.everquest2.com/home. And after you come to this website, you want to come to the top right here and hit create an account. Once you, yeah, it'll tell you create an account to play for free. You would make your Daybreak username. Let's just make one for fun here. So yeah, that's actually the name of the one that I just made, DDLC Stories 4. So let's make another one just for the heck of it. Let's see. Oh, whatever. Like, let's say Cheese Car 49, just something random. So it'll, you'll see these three things. Has to be 4 to 15 in length. It can only contain letters and numbers, and it has to be an available username. Then you can come up with any password that you want to here. Whatever, just type in something random, then try to type in the same thing. And then it'll tell you your password strength. Type in your email address, your country of origin, your birth year. I think you only need to be 13 in order to play. You can leave the first box here blank, and I think you have to click the second one, you accept the terms of service. Then you would click the play for free button. And after that, it's going to give you an EQ2 setup download, and you just follow the steps from there. And what you should get is an EQ2... oh, yes. Good question, Benedict Liu. This will be in the archive. Yes. You can play the whole game without having to purchase anything. That's another great question. You do not need to spend a penny. There are some things that you can buy as, like, shortcuts in this game, but you can play the whole thing without having to buy anything. You're going to watch it and make an account? Well, cool. Thank you very much, Yuki the Autistic Potato. So you guys saw the website that I just went to. I can bring it up one more time in case you guys need to see it again. Let's see. Maybe some of you guys will be able to even follow me here. So yeah, you would just come to... Here we go. Let me open this again. There it is. You would just come here, click create an account, fill out the necessary information, and then and then it'll send you a download called EQ2 Setup. You use that to download the game, and it's a pretty massive game, so it might take you a while to download. So you might want to download it, like, if you're doing school stuff or you got to go to work or something, you might want to start the download first thing in the morning so that maybe it'll be done by the time you get home from work or something like that. Because, yeah, it's a massive game. It's not going to take up too much of your memory, so don't worry about something like that. Anyway, so once you've got that done, let me switch over to the game window. You'll start the EQ2 launcher, and when you first open the game for the first time, you're going to see something like this. Avon just said that his was quite fast, so maybe for some of y'all with faster computers, it won't actually be that long of a download. Anyway, so you're going to see this page when you first open up, and you'll notice that you have the choice of making a level 100 heroic character, or you can make a standard character. Now let me explain the difference between these two. You can make the level 100 heroic character for free. The highest level you can go to in this game right now is level 120. So you can go up 20 more levels from level 100. You're just starting off at a pretty high level. But here's the catch. If you make a level 100 heroic character, it's sort of like a free trial character. Once your character hits level 101, if you want to unlock that character, you are going to have to pay a little bit of money. I don't remember exactly how much, but if you make the level 100 character, you can play it as long as it's level 100. But as soon as it hits level 101, it's going to tell you can't play this character anymore until you pay for it. So these first 100 levels, you're basically paying for the free 100 levels. If you create a standard level 1 character, it's completely free. You'll never have to pay anything to play it. So it's your choice in that regard. We're going to go ahead and make... I guess we'll just go ahead and make the standard level 1 character. Now from here, you can choose the type of server that you want to join. Now, if you're playing the free version of the game, you can only choose the traditional server. If you if you're paying for the membership subscription, then you can choose either the progression server, the event server, or the free trade server. But I'm not really big on either of those. I always play the traditional server, so that's what we'll pick here. So select. Now then, we are going to make our character. Now the first thing that I would like to know from you guys is Benedict Liu, good question. You can make you can make 2 characters. I think actually no, on a free account that you paid nothing for, you can make 2 characters. So if you want to, you can make a level 100 character and you can make a level 1 character. Yes, you can. Or you can make 2 level 100s, or you can make 2 level 1s. So, Avon, the thing about Monica and Akuri is that I actually have already made both of those characters. So the meta series characters that we have not made would be MC, Ken, Joel, Sayori, Natsuki, Sayuri, Sayonica, and I guess that would be it. Coach Thomas, Sokka. All right, so Avon says Sayuri. Another thing that you can do if you want to just have a bunch of level 100s, Benedict Liu, you could make more than one account. Like, each account, you can have 2 characters out of the starting gate. So if you want, you can just have 2 characters on one account, then 2 characters on another account, and with that way, you can have as many characters as you want for free. All right, Yuki the Autistic Potato says Sayori, so we have 1 vote for Sayuri and 1 vote for Sayori. Anybody else? If not, nobody else cares, then it's going to be a coin toss. All right, he changed it. So 2 for Sayori. All right, we'll go with Sayori. So, out of fighter, mage, priest, or scout, I think Sayori would be more likely to be either a mage or a priest. I'll go ahead and tell you what our options would be here. So for fighter, we have a whole bunch of subclasses here. These are your 4 main classes: fighter, mage, priest, scout. And then there are more specific classes under each of these. Like under fighter, you've got guardian, which is like a defense-based warrior. Berserker, an attack-based warrior. And it's more, well, guardian, they fight best when it's 1v1, and berserker fights best when it's the berserker versus a whole bunch of other creatures that you're fighting. Then we have monk, which is like, you know, martial arts style. We have a bruiser, which is like, you know, a bouncer at a club kind of thing. Both of these two, they use their fists instead of weapons. Then we have a paladin, which is like a holy warrior, and a shadow knight, which is like an unholy warrior. Is a scout like a thief or rogue kind of class? Yeah, some of them are. A priest, we have Templar, which is like, it's a type of cleric. It's like, they are bigger on, they're sort of a mixed breed between a fighter and a healer. Like, they have healing spells, but they're not as good as other healers, and their attack power is higher than other healers. And Inquisitor, which is basically the evil version of the Templar, and actually I think the Inquisitor actually is slightly more like a fighter and like a tankish kind of class than a Templar. Like, if you want somebody that can both be a tank and a healer, then an Inquisitor is a good choice. You've got Warden, which is like, you know, kind of like a druid, a sort of nature kind of healer. And you've got a Fury, which is like an animal-based kind of healer. A Mystic, which is like a shaman, like, you know, summoning spirits. And a Defiler, which is basically the evil version of a Mystic. Then for Mage, we have Wizard, which is like an elemental spellcaster. A Warlock, which is a spellcaster, but deals more like with toxins. An Illusionist, which is pretty much exactly how it sounds. Their spells are illusion-based. A Coercer, which their expertise is in mental manipulation. Like, they can possess other creatures to fight for them, and they can also to a certain degree possess their allies to make their spells more powerful. Then you have a Conjurer, which basically can summon elemental creatures to fight for them, and a Necromancer, which can summon like zombies and skeletons to fight for them. Then you've got the Scouts. You've got a Swashbuckler, which is like a pirate, sort of like a pirate-ish, ninja-ish kind of class. Think like Edward Kenway from Assassin's Creed. That's pretty much the Swashbuckler. You've got a Brigand, which is basically like a thief, like, you know, a highwayman. A Troubadour, which is a musician. And basically their expertise is like they're a buff-based class. Like, they have a variety of different buffs to help their allies get stronger. Troubadour is better for having magical allies, and then you have the Dirge, which is better for having physical allies. So Troubadour is good for like mages and priests, and Dirge is good for fighters and scouts. Then you have the Beast Lord, which is basically a scout that can befriend other animals and have those animals fight for them. Then you have a Ranger, which is exactly what it is. It's a Ranger. Their most powerful attacks are ranged based, but they do have some melee attacks. Their defense is really crappy, but from a distance, their attack power is really good. Then you have the Assassin, which I think actually is my favorite scout class. I mean, you know, it's exactly what it is. They have very high DPS, very high attack power. They have okay defense power, good agility. And a lot of their spells are based on doing damage over time, like making their opponents bleed and get weaker. So that's why the Assassin is probably my favorite scout class. What did you choose for Akuri and Monica? I chose Coercer for Monica because of the way that she manipulates the characters in the original DDLC, and I chose Assassin for Akuri because, you know, assassin, knives. So that's what I chose for Akuri and Monica. So for Sayuri, I'm thinking she's probably going to be a priest. What kind of priest? Probably a Templar? I'd say probably Templar is the best match for Sayuri as far as priests go. In the mage category, there's nothing really that fits her as mage. Like the closest thing would be illusionist, probably. I'm thinking Templar is probably a better fit for Sayuri. It's alright, we'll make Sayuri a Templar. Now then, we can choose good and neutral or evil, which Sayuri would be good, obviously. And our choices, well, neutral means that they can be good or evil, which Sayuri would be human. But if we wanted to, just to be creative, we can make Sayuri, you know, like a half-elf, or... I don't think we can make an erudite look like Sayuri. Barbarian, definitely not. So, okay, we'll start with human and see where we can go from there. One thing I need to do is I need to change the, I need to change the graphics because I have them set pretty low. The graphics usually look a lot better than this. I don't have an option to change the graphics right now just because it's in character making mode. Well, here, now I can change the graphics. Let's go to options. Display, performance, extreme quality. Yes, I accept. There we go. Priest, Templar, human, female. There we go. Now it looks like how it's supposed to look. Let me guess, the character you made is... This character you make is permanent? You can delete them if you don't like them. You can delete them and make another character. Alright, so now we start making the character, which is... it's pretty much a Fallout level of customization here. So the eyes... here we go. We're gonna have them as rounded as possible here. Eyebrow. Sayuri's eyebrows, they're not very curved. So that's pretty good for Sayuri's eyebrows. Eye color. Well, we don't really have a solid choice for Sayuri's eye color. The closest we would get is like dark blue. Try to get some of that purplish in there. Okay, so for the head. Okay, ears. Large or small. There's not really any definitive quality to Sayuri's ears, so we'll put them halfway through on each of those. Cheeks, full or thin. Probably somewhere in the middle. High or low. Probably on the high side. Chin. We'll say... there we go. Length of... I'd say that's probably good. And then narrow or wide. Well, Given Sayuri that masculine jawline, we ain't gonna do that for her. Okay, so probably somewhere in the middle. Lips are definitely a bit on the thin side. Not quite that thin, though. Here, let's actually make it so she can close her lips. Sayuri's kind of a happy person. So... Nose. By the way, obviously, this isn't going to look exactly like Sayuri just because of the limitations of the character choices. So, let's see, skinny or wide. I'd say more on the skinny side, but not entirely skinny. That's a little too long. Let's shorten it up just a bit. Okay. No, not Sayori. Not Sayori ransomware. Sayuri. Alright, so let's go down the nose. Now the hair. Now let's see. Not bald, not braided. So yeah, let's look at both the front and the back. See which of these hairstyles most resembles Sayuri's. Nah. And none of them really look that much like Sayuri's hair. This one isn't... I mean, none of them are close, but that one's seems to be the least far so far. The damsel's not. The austere knot also ain't too far off. The gracious dame, I think I gave this one to Monica. The Wayfarer, if it wasn't for the ponytail, that would look pretty good for Sayuri's hair. Unless you want to make the argument that she tied the hair back because she's running around adventuring and stuff. Okay, the hair base color. Because she's a human, I don't think we're going to have perfect options here either. Okay, so the hair base color. And the hair highlight color. That's as close as we're going to get to Sayuri's hair. Now the skin color, she's going to be a little bit on the lighter side, but not horribly light. And then size, she's tall, so yeah, make her tall. Age, wow, they made her old. Nah, she's a youngin'. Still pretty far from how Sayuri looks here, but let's see. But we're just going to get as close as we can. I think in terms of hair, this is probably the closest style that we're going to get. Unless you want to see if maybe choosing an elf class would be a little bit closer. Not that it's going to matter too much, because she's going to... Like, we're going to spend most of the time seeing her from this angle anyway, as she's running around. Alright, yeah, let's go back and see if maybe... I made Monica a high elf. Let's see, is purple hair an option with a high elf? That's really going to be the decider, isn't it? No, we can't even get anywhere close to that with a high elf. Alright, half elf maybe. This half elf has kind of a punk rock look to her. I don't think we're going to be able to get this to look quite that much. Well, let's look at the hair options. Maybe one of these is really close to Sayori. That's not too bad. Let's get rid of the accessories, though. Sayori doesn't have piercings. Okay, so looking for a hairstyle that looks pretty close to Sayori. This would be a similar hairstyle to Sayori. This ain't... it's pretty off, but it's not that far off. The Harlequin, the Rapture, the Vamp, a little too messy. The Rebel Child, the Urchin. Here, if we make the highlight color match, now we can get that, that. Yeah, it looks a little too bloody. Now it's starting to look a little bit more like Yuri, actually. Okay, so before we work with the facial features, I don't think we're going to have good options with a wood elf. I don't think purple hair is going to be an option with a wood elf. Oh, it's just as much an option as the others. Let's look at the hair designs. Fade Arc Nymph, Forest Beauty, Fade Arc Lovely, Song of Summer. I gotta say, these names sound a little bit more reminiscent of... Look at that. Okay, the Woodland Noble. That is not horribly far off from Sayori. Ivy Crown, the Innocent, the Eldar Sprite, the Meadow Noble, Petal Hat, Forest Child. That's also not too far off. The Lovely Maiden, the Wind Nymph, Ivy Bun. So those are our options with the Wood Elf. Let's look at the skin color. Can we make her skin color a bit lighter? That'd be believable for Sayori's skin color. Size. Wood Elves are small, so we'd have to make her as big as possible. Oh, which one of these was the most... As far as glyphs go, or shrouds, Sayori wouldn't have one. No tattoos for Sayori. If you want to make the argument again that she tied her hair back... Alright, then... Well, let's see. What elf might be the way to go? Let's see. We'll have those in the middle. We'll shrink the ears so the whole elf thing doesn't seem too far-fetched. There we go. Thin the cheeks up a bit. Give her those high anime-style cheeks. Whoa, okay. Definitely not. Okay. Okay, not super wide, but okay, there we go. And then... There we go. And... Probably good there. I think we're making her face a little thin, actually, so let's... Lips, upturn, because she's a happy girl. Maybe not full lips. Let's widen them up just a hair. It'd be okay. Okay, yeah, downturn nose. Yeah, skinny it up a little bit. And then eyes. Okay, so tilt up or down. Okay, that'd be a good midway point for Sayori's eyes. Eyebrows, let's raise them a bit, but straighten them and angle them. We can lower them a bit from there. Then eye color. Again, we don't have a purple option, so we're just going to go with dark blue because that'd be the closest. Okay. Her Her eyes are a little far away from each other. I think that's just a characteristic of the Wood Elves. So here's how she looks from the side. Alright, the eyes look a little more backed up. Let me lower the eyebrows a bit more. The Wood Elf face looks a little bit wide. But okay, so that's the Wood Elf option. And then there's the human option. Neither of them, and of course, nothing that we do is going to look exactly like Sayori, but these are our two options for our Sayori character. We have human. That's about as close as we can get to Sayori with making a human. Then we have the Wood Elf. That's about as close as we can get. And Half Elf, I think we're not going to quite get there with the Half Elf. So which one should be our EverQuest representative of Sayori? The Wood Elf or the human? Type your vote in the comments below. Wood Elf or human? Also, we're deciding now because I don't want this to take forever. Obviously, you can spend all day working on your character, trying to make him look as good as possible. Alright, Yuki votes human. This is the Wood Elf that we're looking at right now. Alright, so this is the human. What you're looking at right now is the human. And you can tell, like on the side here, it says human. This is our human version of Sayori. And then one more time for reference, this is the Wood Elf version of Sayori. Benedict says he doesn't care. We have 2 votes for human. There's the human from the side. Alright, then we'll go with human, since people seem to be voting with that one. So, here we go. This is Sayori. So, now we decide which city we're going to start in. Sayori would be a good character, so we're going to start either in Kelethin, New Hallis, or Queen's Colony. Queen's Colony takes you to the city of Kinos, New Hallis, the city of New Hallis, and Kelethin, the city of Kelethin. I could go with an evil city as well, but we're not about that with Sayori. So, I think probably Queen's Colony would be the best fit for Sayori, so we're going to go there. Now then, Sayori, and this is important. When you make a character, make sure you join the Skyfire server. That's going to be the one at the top here. Skyfire is the server that my characters are on. I have some characters on Antonia Bale, but most of the characters I played today are on Skyfire. That's also the server that the Madrazo Militia, my guild, is on. So, if you want to join my guild, then you want to join Skyfire. So, Sayori, Skyfire, let's play. Oh no! It looks like the name Sayori is already taken. Huh! Alright, so then we're going to have to do something fancy, like add an extra eye. Let's see if Sayori with 2 eyes is taken. It's not taken. Alright. That's going to happen sometimes, where a character name that you want is going to be taken. Yeah, Ransom, that's the thing. You can only get so close. But now you're going to see the beginning of the game here, and what I'm going to talk about now is how to customize your screen so that it looks the way you want it to, because there's a lot of screen customization that you can do here. Alright. So, this thing that you see here, this is just, it's your help page. It'll tell you a little bit about the game. And then you got this thing. You're going to see this every time that you open up. It's just telling you stuff that you can purchase if you want. And then this, you're only going to see this if you have other characters that you've already made. What's really convenient about this is you can choose another one of your characters that you've played on this computer to make this character's user interface or screen look like theirs. I'm going to select cancel right now for this character because I want to show you how you can customize everything here. So, this is the very beginning. You wake up and you're on some random ship. You can see Sayuri's in her outfit here. So, down here you have your experience bar with a whole bunch of other stuff that you can click. I'll go through what all this stuff does. Here you can see my adventure level, level 1. And then I have my hotbar here, which has some abilities like melee attack, divine smite, smite of consistency, and then I have a healing spell, meliorate, and then I have a call to home. This is basically a spell to take me to my home city. Then I have a set recall point, which I can use to set the point in my city that I want the home spell to take me to. Then over here I have sprint. And you might be able to make out that there are some numbers in the corner there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then over here the equals. I can either click these things to make them happen, or I can press the number. Like melee attack is number 1, so I can press 1 to make it happen. So, that's how that works. Alright, so down here, you see an EQ2 button. If you click it, you'll see pretty much everything you could ever need to get to by clicking, but you can also press buttons to open up a lot of these windows. The main one that you're going to be opening up the most is if you press C on your keyboard, it opens up your character window. And you can see this is all the stuff that Sayuri is currently wearing. She's got some basic armor on. She's got a ranged weapon. She's got a melee weapon. She's got food and water. She's got one big bag with 24 slots to put stuff in, and then she's got all of these small bags, each with 4 slots. When you get new bags, you can replace these small bags with bigger bags that you pick up along the way. Avon can tell you a little bit about that, because we did that on his character the last time that he and I played together. And then over here you can see stats. Her health is 96, max health 96, her power is 77. Strength, agility, stamina, intelligence, wisdom, her defense against elemental, noxious, and arcane damage. Just, you know, all the stats that you need to know about her right now. Right now they're pretty low, obviously, because she's level 1. Then, so this is your equipment page. If you click appearance, you can see right now it's empty. Let's say I picked up some armor that looks cool, but I don't want it to be the armor that I use for my stats. Well, I can put that cool looking armor here in my appearance slot, and my character will look like she's wearing that armor. So the equipment page is what determines your stats, and the appearance page is what determines how you look. So that's how that works. Then you have your skills page, your adventure skills, and your general skills. Maybe I'll talk a little bit about that later. A whole bunch of other stuff I don't really need to get into right now. So you use WASD to move around, you press space to jump, or you can use your mouse to move around too. You can hold down the left mouse button and use it to drag the camera. You can hold down the right mouse button and use it to both drag the camera and turn your character. If you press left and right together, your character will walk forward, same as if you're pressing W. And if you want your character to walk forward without having to click, you can just click the mouse wheel once, and your character will start moving on her own. And you can still turn her by holding down the right mouse button. And I'm not pressing anything now. She's moving on her own. I can turn her, still not pressing anything. And I can either click the mouse wheel again to make her stop, or I can just press any of the keys on the keyboard to make her stop. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm talking a lot here. So, what I need to do now, I'm going to talk to this Captain Varlos guy. Nothing here. All right.
Ahoy! 'Tis good to see you, eh? You seem a little squiffy. At least you cheated dead.
All right. So he's, so you might, obviously nobody knows what's going on unless they've played the game before. So I'm going to say, where am I?
Me apologies.
Who are you?
I am Captain Drake Varlos, and this here fine ship is the Far Journey.
How did I get here?
Me hearties pulled you from the sea. You and those other bilge rats. Do you remember?
Vaguely. Where are we headed?
Don't want the ship to come apart on these high winds, do you?
Aye, aye, Captain.
You think she'd never seen a gnome before?
All right, so I've just been given a quest. Tasks aboard the Far Journey. And then here's a description of the quest. And I'm going to accept the quest.
Whoa there, the seas are getting a bit angry. Go speak to me first mate, Wowland. He might have something for you to do.
Okay. So before I go on, let's go ahead and talk about screen customization. So you can see there's a little question mark here. You click on it and it'll tell you something that the game wants you to know. But if you don't care about them, then you can just click straight through them. Or you can read them if you want to learn more about the game. Now you see this guy Wallen that Varlos told us to go talk to. He has a book over his head. Whenever you see a character with a book over their head, that means that they have a quest update for you. So you talk to them to get the quest update. But before I do that, let me go over a little bit about what's on the screen here. So, up here in the top right corner, we have the mini-map. It tells you the zone you're in, the Far Journey. Right now, my map is unavailable. In the very top corner there, we have Norath time. We have like a clock. Norath time, which currently is 2:02 p.m. It, like, minutes go by in about 3 seconds in Norath. Norath is the name of the planet that Everquest happens in. And then under that, it says Earth time, which for me, it's 6:37 p.m. Then, yeah, you see the mini-map right here. As I turn my character, the arrow in the center turns as well to let you know if you're going north, south, east, or west. Then down here, you've got my quest list. You can see tasks aboard the Far Journey. I should speak to Wallen. That's a quest. Down here, we've got spell effects. So right now, I've got mail that I haven't read yet. Every new character gets mail. And right now, my food and my drink are affecting me. The better the food and the drink, the better the bonus you'll get from eating and drinking it. And it'll last for a certain amount of time. And when the food and drink spells wear off, your character will eat or drink another piece of food if you have any available in the slot. Now then, up here you've got your health and your power and your character's name. And down here we have the chat bar. Now, right now, some of these windows that I have are unlocked and some of them are locked. So right now, the chat bar, it's unlocked, so I can drag it anywhere I want on screen. So I'm just going to drag it up here, and I'm also going to make it a little bit wider, because I prefer it that way, and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, drag it up to the top here. Then once it's in a place I like, I'm going to right-click and click Lock Window. That way it doesn't move. Now, whenever I move my mouse over to that area, the chat bar will show up. You can see right now I have two windows, main chat and combat. If I right-click and I hit Add New Tab, now there's a new tab. And if I want to, I can right-click on this new tab and hit Chat Options, and now I can make a new chat. So you can see, first we can give it a new name. Let's go ahead and title this one Group. And first I'm going to minimize everything. So I don't want spells. This is going to be a group chat bar. So I open up where it says Chat Text. And I'm going to unclick private chat, and I'm going to click group chat. This is going to be a group tab, so whenever I'm in a group, anytime the group talks to each other, all of the group text will show up in this chat bar. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this little speech bubble down here under this tab and change it to group. Now on this tab, whenever I talk, it'll always be in a group. So if I say, hi, group, right now I'm not in a group, so it'll say, you are not in a group. But if I was in a group, then that's where all the group text would show up. Now then. So, excuse me, folks. Down here I have a hotbar. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to right-click the hotbar and hit Unlock Window. Then I'm going to move to the edge of the hotbar, and I'm going to drag my hotbar over just above the XP bar and the window bar here. And I'm going to hit Lock Window. Now I'm going to right-click again and hit Open New Hotbar. Now this one's already unlocked, so I'm going to drag it right next to the first hotbar. And this is just how I like to do it. You can arrange your hotbars in your chat window any way you want to. I'm just doing it the way I like to do it right now so that you can see how to do it. Now I'm going to open a new hotbar. Gonna drag it over here. So now I just have one. I have three hotbars put together to look like one really long hotbar. Oops, come on. And yeah, I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to this. I want it to be as good as it can get. Whoops. Here, let's get you back. And Yeah, I'm very meticulous about this, I know. And come on. Alright, still needs to go up one more pixel. And there we go. And you're going to get a whole lot of new moves. The only reason I have so few moves right now is that this is a brand new character at level 1. So I'm already going to go ahead and set up all of these hotbars so that when this character does get new moves... Whoops. Looks like I drug this one a little too far. Let me unlock it. Whoops. And let me drag it out. Yeah. One hotbar too few. Just making it look real nice, getting all these hotbars in here. So this is going to be plenty of hotbars for this character right now. She is not going to need more than this for a long time. But now she has plenty of space for new moves. And this area over here, in the bottom right, I do use it for something else, but I don't need to worry about it right now. If we get to that point, then I'll show you. Anyway, so now that I've adjusted my screen a little bit, I'll go ahead and talk to Wallen here.
What? Oh, hey there. You startled me.
Sorry about that.
Can I seem to find me hat?
Do you need some help? Oh, also you can use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out.
To go looky in them there boxes, and if you find it, let me know.
Alright, so now we're going to look in the treasure chests, try to find Wallen's hat. In here we have a small bag that I don't really need. Wallen's hat, we do need that. A threadbare tunic, which is not as good as what we have on, so we're going to leave it. Then these two boxes are empty. Now let's go speak with Wallen again. Also, we have a couple of question marks here. I don't need them.
Ah, me hat. Now me is safe, thanks to ye. Here, take this charm. May find a use for it.
Alrighty. Now the quest is telling us to go talk to Ingrid. So let's go talk to her.
Hello. How are you?
Good, thanks. How about you?
I am fine. Just after the last pickup, I have been working extra hard since Vim said she would give me the piece of Lucklin she found.
Vim?
Yes, Vim, the merchant over there. She found a small piece of the moon and is having me work for it. Maybe you can go buy it from her for me.
Sure, but I have no money.
Maybe you have something she will buy. Why don't you go talk to her?
Sure. So now we gotta get this charm. Alright, so I can sell this mariner's charm. Whenever you click on a merchant, or anybody that'll buy or sell things from you, then you'll get this window where you can buy stuff, or you can sell stuff. So I have a mariner's charm here. It's worth 42 copper, so I'll sell it. Now, let's say I wanted the mariner's charm back. I didn't mean to sell it. Then I can click buy back, and I can buy back the mariner's charm. But I need to sell it for the quest. So I'll sell it, and then I'll use the money I got to buy the Shard of Lucklin for 36 copper. Now I'll go talk to Ingrid again.
Ah, you got the shard! Great! Now I can stop doing this work and enjoy the rest of this trip. Here is some coin for your help.
Alright, so Ingrid gave us some money. She didn't give us much, but she gave us a little. Now we have to go speak to Captain Varlos again.
Avast ye, we need to talk.
What is it?
Well, 'tis a bit of a problem. You see, there be rats on board. The vermin keep eating the supplies, and I need ya to go feed them to the deep afore they eat anything else.
So you want me to kill him?
Yeah, that's what we'd be needing.
How do you expect me to kill him?
With this ear club, it is nice and splintered. Sure to cause them some pain. Ha ha.
Aye, aye, Captain. So, he gave us a splintered club that we could use. Now, we could use the club, but if we open up our bag, so press C, then click the first bag, and we look at this club here, if we put it on, we get +1 to our primary attribute, which since Sayuri is a priest, that would be wisdom, and +1 stamina. So we get more health and more power, but you can see it does less damage than the weapon we have, the Templar Morningstar. The Templar Morningstar does 2 to 6 damage. The Splintered Club only does 1 to 3. So I'm going to keep using the Morningstar. And you can see the rats, now they have a little feather icon next to them. That means I have to kill them for a quest. So I'm going to melee attack him. Now my character's automatically fighting. Alright, so now I'm fighting the rat. And if I want to, I can use my spells here. I'll go ahead and cast Divine Smite. And that did 6 damage to the rat. And I'm still melee attacking the rat. There we go. One of them dead. Now I'll go kill the other rat. Start melee attacking. This time let me cast Smite of Consistency. Did 4 damage. I'll cast my other spell, Divine Smite. There we go. Now my character just hit level 2. And I picked up some rodent meat from the rat. I can come over here. Let's see if Vim will buy that meat. There we go. So I leveled up. Now I have a new spell. So this spell, Rebuke, that is not an attack. It doesn't do damage. So now we can actually talk a little bit about... how to use these hotbars. I can right-click and then hit Clear Hotkey. So now that spell is gone. I can press K for Knowledge to open up my Knowledge window. I can go to Spells, and these are all of the combat-related spells that I can cast. So I'm actually going to remove all of my non-combat related spells. So right-click and hit Clear Hotkey on Sprint, and on Set Waypoint, and on Call Home. Then I'm also going to do it for my healing spell. I'm going to put my healing spells in the second hotbar here, and I'll put debuffs in the secondary hotbar over here for now. So now, here are my attacks, here's my heal, here's my debuff. So I've got them organized now. And every time that I learn new spells, I can organize them in that same way. So now we talk to Varlos again.
You made quick work of them vermin.
Thanks. We've got a dragon. Alright, so the dragon just caused us some trouble.
That was close. It's been here 2 months since the last reported sighting of one of them. That damn goblin has escaped. And look, me beautiful ship is on fire. He must put an end to his life before he tears me ship apart.
Alright, so he wants me to fight the goblin. Alright. We'll go ahead and use the debuff on him. Looks like he's about dead, though. There we go. So now that quest is done. Now we'll go ahead and talk to Varlos.
You saved the far journey and me crew. Seems you proved to be quite a hero. Well, with the help of that young lass there, you did. There be the island of refuge. Get ready to drop anchor. Just let me know when you want to go ashore.
Alrighty.
Ingrid, swing the lead. Prepare to drop anchor. So, you ready to go ashore, matey?
Yes, send me to the Isle of Refuge.
We get paid to do that.
Now we're at Queen's Colony. How long have I been playing EQ2 for? I've been playing EQ2 for about 13, 14 years. OG GT 710. Right now, I'm just trying to help anybody else who might be interested in the game start playing by teaching them about, you know, user interface, how the combat system works, all that stuff. Oops, did I move my camera? Nope, we're good. While that's loading, let me go ahead and switch my lights. OGGT710, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. So now we are on the Queen's Colony. So, quest, welcome to Norath. Shar's Faith will accept the quest. Now then, I'm going to speed through these beginner quests because what we want to do next, what I want to talk to you guys about next is once you actually get into your city. Alright, so as I said, I'm going to be speeding through this. I'll talk a little bit about what I'm doing as I'm going through here. So, we talked to Marar Shar. He gave us this ring. He told us to go get ready for combat training. Alright, so we'll go over here. Alright, it says we need to defeat a sparring partner. So here we go. Level 2, heroic sparring partner. Let's go ahead and spar. Yeah, I chose the formidable sparring partner. That's the toughest one. You can fight any of them. Doesn't really matter. If she does enough damage to me, then I'll use my healing spell. So you can see how that works. I'll go ahead and use it now. So I'll use my healing spell. Boom. Now my health is back. Pretty self-explanatory. There we go. I beat her. Now come over here. See, we got other new players running around. You can see these guardsmen. They're level 100 heroics. I'm nowhere near ready to fight these guys yet. So, I'll talk to Marar Shar. Defended myself, and I learned about combat. He gave us some gloves to put on. So, the mitigation is 6, plus 2 primary attributes to, and to plus 2 stamina. I think the gauntlets are still a little bit better. So, by the way, whenever you have stuff on your screen that you want to close quickly, you can just spam the escape button and it'll close all your stuff. So over here you see a shiny thing with a question mark on top of it. That's a collectible. So I'll click on it, double click on it. It's a hawk feather. I pick it up. I'll add it to my collection window. It should show up automatically once you pick up the collection item. If not, then you can just click it in your chat bar here and the collection window should show up after that. So now that we've done that, I'm supposed to come out here, and you can also look at your minimap. You can see there's a book on the minimap letting me know that there's somebody for a quest I need to talk to over here. Let's come over here. I discovered a new area. That gave me some XP, and that got me to level 3. So I need to kill tainted Sapswill invaders. So I come over here. These tainted Sapswill invaders, they have little feathers next to their name. Also, since I'm level 3 now, I have a couple of new spells that I need to organize. So I'll go ahead and, I know I'm in the middle of a fight, but I'll go ahead and clear the hotkey on these. Right click and hit clear hotkey. Put my new healing spell right there. My new attack spell right there. Alright, it's just giving me a warning that I'm under attack, but not attacking back. So there we go, defeated 1. And I feel like I can take on 2 of these guys at once. So, oh, he got one of them for me. There we go. That's 2. And that's 3. Now I come over here, talk to the guy again. I'm ready. I gotta search the barricades for signs of a missing soldier. Okay. What we got there? Made in USA, thank you for the follow, the ice cream, and the lemon. I appreciate it. The 2 lemons. 3 lemons. 4 lemons. Wow, you're generous. So signs of a missing soldier. Just looking around the area, seeing what I can find. So I see some tainted sapswill guys. Here we go. Dead soldier. And, uh-oh. Looks like it came back to life as a zombie. So now I've got to fight the zombie. See, look at this guy. Ugly zombie. Alright. Now I have to go back and tell the sergeant the bad news. Alright, now that I've relayed the information, I need to go back to Marar Shar. Tell him I did my job. He gave me some new armor. That armor still ain't quite as good as the one I have on. Alright, so now I need to go to the Tainted Forest. It says head west into Sunset Meadow and then north up the hill. So that's what I'll do. I also have the book right here. Which, by the way, yeah, on the mini-map, if you click on something, then a waypoint marker will appear that will take you, that will lead you to where you need to go. So that's what I'm doing here. Hey, Dreadler. I'm just showing everybody how to play EverQuest 2, if any of them want to get started. This live stream, it will be on my YouTube channel as an archive, so if you want to watch it to see the whole tutorial, then you can. So I went to the area where the quest told me to go. It says one of the nearby Sapswell tappers should have the box. So I'm just killing it because it has a feather icon next to it, meaning I need it for a quest. Now I'm level 4. Sapswell Shawl. Not as good as what we have, but I can sell it, so I'll take it anyway. Alright, so you can see this, this text right here. It's kind of not in a good place, so I'm going to right-click, hit window settings. Then I'm going to drag it a little bit so it's not showing up in the same spot as my chat bar. Then I'm going to leave this window up so that when that text shows up again, when any text there shows up again, I can see if it's in a place that I like. And then we'll put it right here. Then we'll say lock window. We'll say click through enable, and then we're done. Then we hit level 4, so let's clear this hotkey. This is a buff, so we'll put buffs over here. And this is a buff for a group friend until canceled. Can I use it on myself? Yes, I can. Some buffs you can only use on your friends. Some you can use on yourself or your friends. This is a buff I can use on myself, so I might as well. Whenever you kill something, you can double-click its body to see if it has anything on it. Alright, so here we go. Now it says, search for wood near the spider den in the Tainted Forest. The den is southeast within the forest. And we have another girl right here. I can talk to her and get another quest. So for her quest, I need to clear the Tainted Forest of toxic crawlers. Okay. Somebody else here is already doing a lot of fighting, it would seem. So we got toxic crawlers here. Ah, he's hogging them all. Come on, let me get some kills too, buddy. I'm going to come over here because that toxic crawler's almost dead. Here. There's 2 of them there. I hope I'm not biting off more than I can chew here. I think I'll be fine. One down. There's 3. I also need to collect these piles of sticks for the other quest. Might as well do that while I'm here. There we go. Now I need to take these back to that predator guy, but before I do that, I need to kill another toxic crawler. Ah, another one spawned on me. I gotta kill 2 of these things now. Oh well, more XP. Alright, so I got a piece of parchment. It says I need to right-click this item to examine it. Or I can just click it in my chat window like I said before. While hard to decipher, the writings indicate that there is a problem with the toxic crawlers. I'll try to find another piece of parchment on the spiders, but it might take me a while to find one. So I'll go ahead and fight these guys. I need to kill spiders until I get a piece of paper. Okay, I only needed to kill 1. Awesome. Alright, so I'll click it again in my chat window, put together the parchment pieces, roll the parchment up. According to the parchment, there's something hidden in the rock pile. I need to take a closer look. This rock pile. Pizza. Alright, another piece of parchment, so I'll collect it. And put together the parchment again. The parchment refers to Dire Spike, which would be a big-ass spider in the rocks, right? Yep, there's Dire Spike, level 4. Bigger spider than all the others. We'll go ahead and use my debuff on him. Hang on. Jenny just came in. And there we go. Laced Spike. I cannot use this. You can tell by the red text that I can't use this, but I can sell it, so I'll take it anyway. Now I've got 2 books over there. I'll go ahead and click through all these. I've got 2 books over there. I got another crawler on me. I'm just going to run past him. So you can see one of the books does not have a feather. One of the books does have a feather. If it has no feather, that means that this is the end of the quest. So there you go, end of the quest. Although she has another quest for me, it looks like, so I'll go ahead and take that. Now, I'll talk to this guy. I need to go back to Marar Shar, but I need to go talk to this Forest Keeper on the mini-map over here. So I'll do that. And the Forest Keeper is a talking tree.
I must remain strong and vigilant against this. I will not give in to the...
Alright, bye, Yuki the Autistic Potato. Thanks for joining us. When you download the game, remember, join the Skyfire server so that you can join my guild and we can play together. Alright, so now I need to kill ghostly treants. And there's another shiny over here. These are level 5, 1 level higher than me, but let's see if I can kill them. Cool, I got one. And now I'm level 5. Alright, so we got some new spells here. Okay, so we got Holy Armor. That is a buff, so I'll put it here. And we have Divine Providence. That is for a Heroic Opportunity, which is something special. I'll go ahead and put it in the buffs category for now. Heroic Opportunities basically mean you do a chain of attacks in a given order. And it does... and something good happens. So yeah, I can see I clicked Heroic Opportunity. One of my spells started glowing, or started flashing, so I click it. There we go. Heroic Opportunity. Something happened in my favor. Now I do it again. Alright. So that's 2 down. Where's your health bar? Do you have mana power bar? Yes, yes. At the top left-hand corner. That's my health and my mana. The green is the health and the blue is the mana. There we go. Loot the body, take what's inside. Now we go talk to the keeper again. Hey, collectible. Eagle feather. Nice. So we have 3 of the 5 feathers that we need for that collection. Sparrow feather. Now we have 4 of the 5 feathers. What do you need? The falcon feather. I think that's always the rare one, the falcon feather. So we talk to the keeper. Alrighty. The Force Keeper suggested I speak with a soothsayer at the last stand. An old goblin base near the Tainted Forest. Okay. Oh no, that's Marar Shar. The last stand is going to be over this way. By the way, look, I can zoom in and out on the minimap too. Yeah, you can see the soothsayer over there, the last stand. And over here, look, we have a named Grimroot. Whenever a target has a name, if they have a level and a name, then that pretty much always means that they're special and that they drop some unique gear if you kill them. So we're gonna see if we can take on Grimroot here. He's healing himself. I'm level 5, he's level 6. There we go. What's in the treasure chest? Hey! We have Ethereal Maul. That is a better weapon than what I have. Oh, well, it's two-handed, that's why. So, it gives me bonus stats, so I'm still going to take him. So, I'm going to open up this bag. Holy Armor. This is a spell book that I got for my class, a Templar level 5. You can see the book says Holy Armor Adept, and my current spell is Holy Armor Apprentice. And you can look down and see that the Adept version is slightly better than the Apprentice version, so I'm going to click the book to absorb the knowledge. Then I'm going to recast the spell. Then I'm going to put on my new maul here. And I did not put on this second ring here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now I have 2 rings on. Makes sense. 2 hands, 2 rings. There we go. Now, okay. So these guys, you see they have a red outline around their name. If something has a red outline around their name, that means if you get close enough to it, it will attack you. So, yeah, you can see it starts attacking me even when I get close, even before I start attacking it. So now I'm fighting 2 of these guys, it looks like. Looks like they were in a group together. There we go. Now then, for the purpose of not making this take a super long time, I'm going to try to make my way to where I need to be without getting into any more fights. I will pick up the collectible, though. It is a falcon feather. All right, so I completed that collection. Now I can show you how that works. I've completed the collection, so now I can take it to a collector and get XP and gear. Here I go. I talked to the soothsayer. Okay, I need to gather roots. Soothsayer wants me to gather roots. Okay. Trying to avoid the big, mean-looking wolf over there. Now I'm gathering. I'm clicking the roots, trying to gather them. It keeps saying I fail to get anything from the roots. That wolf is going to get close to me. I'm going to have to fight it, aren't I? Yep, there we are. I'll just keep clicking until I manage to gather them. There we go. I got 2 roots. My gathering skill keeps going up every time that I fail, though. So that's one good thing that's happening. There we go. Got all the roots I need. Now I need to get water from Hope Falls, Razortooth Falls, and Sapswill Falls. Okay. So just any time that I see a waterfall, just go and get some water. There we go. So 3 waterfalls. Trying to avoid other conflict. Now let's see if I can... There we go. Ah, we got some guys on. By the way, you can run away if you get into an encounter, which I'll show you here. Whoops. Ah, got stuck behind a rock. Okay, they're leaving me alone. Good. There we go. So I got a new bag. It's slightly better than the bags I have, so I'll go ahead and swap. And then this bag, no trade, no value, it's useless, so I'll destroy it. There we go. Now I need to go back to Marar. Alright, they're attacking me again. Hey, look, there's another named. The Volth. So we're going to go over here and see if we can kill the Volth. Level 5, 1 arrow up, so a little bit stronger than your average level 5. There we go. And we have a treasure chest down here. Let's see what we get from the treasure chest. Sucker-studded hatchet. I can't use it, but I can sell it. So I will take it. By the way, one thing you can do, you might notice that Sayori is wearing a helmet, so you can't see her face. If you open up your character window by pressing C, go to Options, and then you click on Head Cover and hit Hide Head Cover. Boom, now you can see her head. But she's still wearing the helmet, just now you can see her head. We'll do that guy's quest a little bit later. For now, we've got 2 books we need to turn in. There we go. Then we'll take his new quest in a minute. Actually, you know what? You guys get the idea. So you go over here to the collector, talk to her, turn in the collection. Get collected feather necklace. That's a level 10 item, so I can't use it yet. Alright, so that's Cure. That is a buff. That's Wrath is a spell, so we'll keep that. So we'll put Cure over here. Summon Food and Water. That's more of a buff, so we'll put that over here as well. Alright. So yeah, y'all get the idea. What I'm going to do now is... to finish this off, I'm going to talk a little bit about how... there you go, another collection to start. The Shell Collection. We'll come back and finish that a little bit later. For now, let's go ahead and talk to Captain Varlos here. And let's say, take me to Kinos. So now we got the Call to Home spell again. Now we're going to come to the city of Kinos, and we are going to get a quest called Winds of Change. And this quest is basically just us getting a place to live. So, it says locate the Lion's Mane Inn and Tavern in South Kinos and find a door for a basic inn room. So right now we're in Kinos Harbor, and this place is way bigger than that island we were at. So yeah, there's a lot more stuff that, since this is a basic introduction... Since this is a basic introduction of the game, I'm not going to talk about a lot of the stuff that we're passing right now. But I am going to go ahead and go to South Kinos and find the tavern since I know where that is. So right now this is Kinos Harbor. Going to come over here to the Kinos Capital District. And through that door is South Kinos. Here we are. See, it says you have discovered South Kinos. Just walking through the city. Gonna go find that tavern. By the way, here we go. Blue dot on the mini-map. It says Winds of Change, locate the tavern. So I'm gonna click on the mini-map so a waypoint shows up. See all these cards, level 48 heroic, 48 epic. I can't fight those right now. Oh, this is a mailbox, so I can check the mailbox right here. So, Liam Ogren, a Gathering Obsession. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that. And delete it. Just go through all this junk mail here. I don't really care about that. Nope. No thank you. I don't need the poll. Alright. Now then, here we are at the tavern. Lion's Mane Tavern and Inn. And find a door for a basic inn room. I've located a door for a basic inn room. Alright, so I will buy it. You see, the price is 0, and the upkeep, meaning the rent that I have to pay every week for this place, is 5 silver. So I'll go ahead and buy it, and I will enter the house. And then here I am. I just got some basic furniture, which I can now put in this house. It's a 2-room apartment that now my character owns, and I can put furniture and stuff in. So, Torch of the Concordium, I will go ahead and put it somewhere in this house. Let's see. For now, I'll just put it in the corner over here. And then we have the Lion's Mane Circle Counter. That's cool. We'll just put it over here for now. Right in the corner of the wall here. There we go. So I don't have a bed or anything like that yet, but I've got a torch and a counter. So there you go. Alright, so now, let me go ahead and go sell some of this stuff that I don't need. And now from here, see, like, there's another player, level 100 Paladin, quite a bit far away from where we are. So, I'll go ahead and come to here. Where's a guy that I can sell some stuff to? Punky is level 48, Monk. Okay. Just gonna find any old merchant to sell my junk to. Doesn't really matter at this point. So here we go. The stable merchant. Oh, he's not going to buy any of my stuff. Okay. Some merchants, yeah, you get unlucky. Some merchants, they just won't buy your stuff. Okay, so let's see what I can get then. There's another collector. They're not going to buy my stuff. If I go up here, Taylor, can I sell my stuff to you? Yes, I can. So, alright, I'll keep the feather necklace, but I'm going to sell everything else. Sell the club, the swill, ink sac. There we go. So now I've got 14 silver. I'm saving the necklace for when I hit level 10. Now then, the next place that I'm going to go is I am going to go outside the city to... Actually, I'm going to go to a Mariner's Bell. So right now I'm walking through South Kinos. Going to go ahead and walk over to North Kinos and use a Traveler's Bell, a Mariner's Bell, to go to a zone where I can start doing some quests. And I'm mainly just doing this to show you guys what the next step would be once you complete everything, you get into the city, and now you're ready to start, questing on your own. We can talk about, like, joining guilds and stuff when some of you who decided to download the game, which it's awesome that some of you decided to download, even as I was giving you this tutorial. I can't wait to play with you guys. It's going to be fun. But I'm going to come over to this Mariner's Bell. And travel within Kinos, and I'm going to go to the Caves. The Caves is one of the minor low-level zones outside of the city of Kinos that you can do some quests in, help get you a few levels and some good gear. This is probably the best place for a Kinosian to start questing once they're, they're super low level. They just got out of the tutorial islands and now they're ready to do some quests. So there's the first person, obviously, to talk to. And then they would give you a quest, and then you would do that quest. But for now, I think I'm actually going to call it a night. I hope that you guys found this tutorial informative. I hope that those of you that already play the game, you found... you already play, but you're still new. I hope that you found some useful information. Those of you that are still deciding whether or not you're going to play, I hope that I've swayed you more in the direction of you want to play. It'd be really great to have you guys, especially on the Skyfire server, so that y'all can join my guild, the Madrazo Militia. We are well on our way to having one of the best guild halls that you can have in the game. And the more members that we have, the more people that we have to help reach that guild hall. A guild hall is basically a giant player hub where players can get, help from NPCs and from other players. It's a place where everybody who's a member of my guild can come to, recuperate and sell their stuff and travel to any other part of the world very easily. So it's just really awesome to have a nice guild hall, so that's something that I'm working on. But anyway, to those of you that are watching this later on as a tutorial, once again, I hope you found this helpful. Even if you don't join the city of Kinos, you can join any other city. The same rules apply. It just won't look the same. You'll be doing different quests than you would be doing if you joined Kinos. But it's okay. If you follow basically everything that I was doing, then you'll be just fine. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me today. I am going to be back tomorrow. We may be doing some more EverQuest, and if we do more EverQuest, hopefully a few of you guys are playing with me. But that does it for me, guys. Actually, I am going to do one more thing before we exit. I'm going to open up my main EverQuest account so that I can show you what it looks like when you reach max level, and the kind of stuff that you can do once you reach max level. So give me a moment here, and let me get on one of my more fun characters. Well, thanks, Avon. I'm glad that you found it useful. Let me get on Diabolus, my level 120 assassin. And this will show you guys what you're able to accomplish, what your character is able to do once you reach the maximum level, provided you got some good enough gear. And you've organized your spells good enough and all that kind of great stuff. So you saw that Sayuri's health was about, 140 when we finished, 150, something like that. Well, compare that to my level 120 Freeblood Assassin, which Freeblood is basically a vampire race. It's a neutral race, so you can be good or evil with a Freeblood. But this guy's evil. Here he is. By the way, if you're wondering why he got so big all of a sudden, he just grew in size, I'll show you why. So, yeah, you can see the spell interface. Is it on my screen? Yes, it looks a little bit different here. It looks very similar to how I got Sayuri's looking. So, why he got so big? Well, first, I have a spell called Determination of the Harvester on him, which you can see one of the benefits is it enlarges him by 32%. Then I have this spell down here, Ascension Form Sanguine Embrace, which its shape changes the caster, but I have Illusion Form turned off, but I still get the size benefit that comes with that spell. So that's why he got so big all of a sudden. Now then, look at his health. 29.894 million health. So he has all kinds of crazy spells and stuff. Excuse me, just putting on my shadowed form of the assassin there so he'll stop shining like that. I think this little dark glow effect that he has is much better. Now then, this guy level 103 heroic. Now heroic means it's supposed to take 3 players to take him down. Watch this. Just gonna walk up. Basic melee attack, 1 shot. Boom, looted him. That's 1 gold, 38 silver, 1 copper for me. Come over here, let's do this. Basic melee attack. Both of them go down. That's because of auto attack features that I have on them and stuff like that. Now, check this out. I'm just going to run around here for a couple of seconds. Hey there, boys. Get all of these big old skeletons on me. Just run around a little bit. Yeah, look at all these big boys on me. So tough, right? Look, they're not even denting me right now. Keep running. Keep running. All right, so I got a lot of them on me now. Now, check this out. Whoa, look how many of them fell. Now I go into here, and I... Whoops. I may have bit off a little more than I can chew. Let me just escape so that I can avoid death. By the way, that's another cool feature. I'm glad I was able to show you that. I picked up too many enemies. I killed a lot of them, but I took on too many at once. So I go... Actually, it was because I messed up my other AoE spell, but... so I used escape, basically teleporting me to a safe spot of the zone so that I do not die. So that's another cool thing that you get to do as a scout, and if some other classes like Shadow Knights can do that too if you pick up too many guys. But yeah, I did here. Let me take out a slightly smaller number of these guys so that I can show you. I can demonstrate more effectively how many of these things you can kill at once. So here we go, picking up a lot of them. By the way, one thing to note, this guy, he's level 120, but I have an effect on him. There you go. I took out about 7 of those guys out in one hit. Got about 4 more of them. I'll just pick these other guys off. There we go. I have an effect on him to where his current level is level 110. So he's actually 10 levels lower than he normally is. You can see that level 110 in the corner there. That means, yeah, he's got a Chronomage effect put on him. So he's level 110 right now. So he's actually, yeah, 10 levels weaker than he would normally be. Let me go ahead and pick up this big round of guys over here, too. Big old round of skeletons here. Hello, skeletons. Fancy seeing all of you here. Let me pick up your friends over here. Now then, let me just... There we go. And then another AoE to take out the others. There you go. That was about 10 skeletons. When I started fighting them, they died in about 3 seconds. Now, a lot of them don't have anything on them, but I can loot their bodies. That time I did not screw up the second AoE, so I was able to do better that time. So yeah, this whole floor is pretty much clear except for the inner rooms. Picking up a little bit of gold. There's some scuff marks on the floor here. Cool, I can get a quest from them. I'll go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and pick off these guys here. Ornate chest. Shattered High Keep Heartstone. These are the things that I'm trying to collect thousands of in order to get that guild hall that I mentioned earlier. Anyway, yeah, can I get this Beware Undead quest? There we go. So yeah, there's a lot of quests in here that you can beat for those Heartstones that you need for the guild hall. So... I don't have enough space to loot the trail map. I've got a lot of junk in my inventory, apparently. So I need to get rid of something. What can I get rid of? What can I get rid of? Okay, corrupted zombie skin. Don't need that. There we go. Trail map. Get that for another quest. There we go. Another Heartstone. Now let's run in here. Shiny. Ancient Asherwood Tome. Hey, that's the last of a collection that I'm doing. Cool. So I just finished a collection. Let me go ahead and get all these guys. Take these guys out. Got all but 2 of them. So let's kill them. Get the Heartstone. Get the money. And we have a shiny here. And looks like I have that one already. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit about what you can do when you have your character, you know, at a much higher level. So this armor that he's wearing, that's his appearance armor, you can see. There's his appearance weapon, which is just vampire claws. He's wearing the Halloween-themed armor. The nightmarish ceremonial armor set that you can get every Halloween if you do the quests, and also the hollow cloak of the hedge you can see here. That's another Halloween themed cloak. I figured, you know, he's a vampire. I think this outfit looks really cool on him, so that's what I went with. So that's why this character looks the way he does. And with that, guys, as I said, I think that just about covers everything I wanted to show you. Hopefully this makes you more strongly consider getting the game. It would be really great to have some more people to play with, because I really enjoy this game, and it's always even more fun when you have more people to play with. So, let me go ahead and exit out of here. Let me go to D Live and see if I can open the chest. Let me also switch to my chat window here. There we go. Now then, let me go to D Live. And looks like there is a little bit in the chest that we can distribute. Whoops, false alarm. But hold on. Yep, false alarm. I guess we didn't have that many viewers on D Live today. That's all right. So, all right, we'll open the chest next time then. So, as I said, guys, that'll do it for me. I'll be back tomorrow. And depending on circumstances, we may do more Everquest. We may do some more Super Mario. It depends. We'll see. But that's it for me, guys. I will see y'all next time. And until then, I'm Caesar Madrazo, and I am out.